you can tell if it's that, and that takes it out of concert pitch.
Right.
Camera out, everybody stops talking.
It's alright,
I'm trying to get banter. What are you doing? There's no talking.
We're archiving everything we do.
Archiving everything he didn't say.
Life is archived.
That's all right.
For who, we wonder, though, you know?
For us.
I must tell you, Peter, my step twins, Miranda and Grant, are very mad at me that they're not able to see you in person. They're like, come on. Couldn't get him out there, so.
By step twins, you mean your wife's twin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Diane had twins, first marriage.
And how old are they?
They're 10 now.
Recording the basic on 2, and then actually what they would usually do is record the solos on the other 2, the vocals and whatever else on the other 2 tracks, and then if there was any more need for anything else, they would record stereo onto the outer 2 tracks of another 4 tracks. Okay. Boy, weren't we amazed when 8-track came around?
Yeah.
The amazing thing is the Beatles, hardly it's not. Sgt. Pepper was recorded on 1 4-track.
I know. We had the pleasure of meeting Jeff Emmerich when we did our Beatles Magical Orchestra show.
Oh yeah.
18 months ago now. And
I read his book.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, there, everywhere. And he came by at the end of it. He came to talk to us. He said, we said, how did you like it, Mr. Emmerich? And he said, oh, it's all right. It was a little bit of squash signal here, but otherwise it was fine. Yeah. He's talking real technical to us, you know. I was a little embarrassed. I made a goof and I started talking to his co-author, whose name escapes me. Howard somebody? Howard Massey. Howard Massey. I'm talking to him. I'm thinking I'm talking to Jeff. Then he opens his mouth and he's like a real New York kind of talk. Like, this isn't the guy. I know. I didn't know what Jeff.
Yeah, I like your album a lot. That kind of almost a little bit of Steely Dan vibe. Would that be an influence on anybody?
Well, of course, you know, actually, tell you
favorite cities. Oh, yeah. Can't wait to get back. You ever been to Jazz Fest, Peter?
Nope.
Down in New Orleans? Ladies and gentlemen.
Do I have to do everything around here?
As you can tell, we've been joined in the studio by a very special guest.
No, they can't tell that yet. You're going to pump my presence and then they'll believe it.
Well, this evening, over at the Patchogue Theater, a very special performance will be done.
I believe that because the DJ's telling you that. So,
I would never lie. I've been here for 27 years, and I don't think I've lied more than a couple of dozen times, but this is certainly not one of them. Tonight, over at the Patchogue Theater, Peter Tork and Shoe Suede Blues will be performing at 8 o'clock. Tickets are still available, and Peter's going to...
We're not sold out yet!
Surprisingly enough. So go on down to the Patchogue Theater and get some, or you can contribute to this radio station. A pledge of $50 to WUSB FM will get you a pair of tickets to see Peter Tork and Shoe Suede Blues, and we welcome Mr. Peter Tork and Shoe Suede Blues to
I'm glad that we're on radio. Nobody can see that I'm joining in the applause to boost up the sound volume.
Oh, you passed the audition. There you go.
I hope I passed the audition.
Where have I heard that before?
I am cosmologian.
Well, Peter, tell me about the Shoe Suede Blues. How long has the band existed in its current incarnation?
In its current incarnation, about 45 minutes. But before we had our last personnel change, it lasted about an hour and a quarter. And before that, we had 3 or 4 hours of continuous personnel roster, no change. Essentially, we've been at this in one variation or another, all told, for must be 11 or 12 years now. We actually can't remember when we started. But what with all personality changes, including my own. I know, I mean personnel changes. Personnel changes. That's what I meant. Personnel changes. What with all that, you know, all this time and just every move we make, we get better and better and better. I've heard one guy actually said the only problem with this show is that we can't get rid of Peter.
We fired him.
That was just before we fired him.
What a novel approach. You're fired.
Yeah.
So Shoe Suede Blues was together, and then you, I guess, left the band for a little while and did the Monkees reunion tour.
Yeah, I actually
early
asked the guys. I said, listen, I got a chance to do the Monkees reunion. I'd rather stick with you guys, but oh no, it'll be publicity for us all. I said, okay. And then later on, a guy who shall remain nameless, and whose even initials we won't give you, started to go a little bit haywire. We think he was suffering from short circuitry of the neurological system, and he started to run around behind our backs trying to do stuff on his own. And then he went at us and said, "Oh, like you guys don't do it too." And I had to remind him, you know, I gave Shoe Suede Blues a chance to. I would have turned down the Monkees if that had been what our. In fact, I think it was that tour that Shoe Suede Blues opened for the Monkees. Which is an interesting concept.
Yes,
we did
nice.
20 minutes. I went out there in a black shirt and a mauve tie and black pants and a loud yellow checkered jacket and Panama hat and sunglasses, and I was introduced as Beltway Guitar Slim.
Nice, nice.
And then later on, during when the Monkees did Daydream Believer, we always had the opening act come out and join us. And so out comes the rest of Shoe Suede Blues. They bring out my jacket and hat and shades, and I put those on. Mickey said there were gasps from the audience. Like about a third of the audience had no idea that it was me up there in the opening act. That was tiring though. I don't know if I could do that more than once or twice in a row. Anyway, we have Shoe Suede Blues with us, and as soon as we get some technical stuff done, we're going to play it for you guys.
Terrific.
That's
Nice.
the idea.
By the way, the new album by Peter Tork and Shoe Suede Blues is called Cambria Hotel, and it really is a gem. I'm loving it.
Thank you so much.
And tell you the truth, I mentioned it earlier on the air that I think your voice has matured and just gotten much smoother over the years.
I've been working on it. I've been taking smoothness lessons.
Like
Boy, is he
like
smooth.
butter.
like butter. And the wit just keeps on flowing.
All right, well, let's go away and take care of those technical issues. In the meantime, I'm going to play for you the remake of Last Train to Clarksville. That's
Okay.
from the new Peter
Okay.
Tork and Shoe
Yep.
Suede
Haven't
Blues
heard it yet.
album, Cambria Hotel, available now.
That's Richard murmuring in the background.
All right,
Okay.
let's do
Last Train to Clarksville.
And when we come back, we'll do some live Shoe Suede Blues.
Okay?
Thank you.
Which mic?
Now the phone mic was actually, the phone was on, but nothing was going through because it was potted down. But
Thank you.
Welcome.
thank you, Claudia.
Okay, now can we hear it through the monitor?
Okay, well,
There's a-
are you okay? What do we have? 2 minutes?
You got
2 minutes on that? Okay, go ahead. Do the audition. Go. Okay, give it a shot. See if we can get it. You got a pot up. There you go. They're not the best monitors in the world.
There's a little fuzz on the bass, but I suppose we can live with it. It's not outrageous.
One of these speakers is kind of so-so, but one of them is much better than the other, so that can be part of it. We'll tweak it up.
Okay, the only thing we need is...
What do you need, sir?
Headphones. Put the
Okay.
headphones on because we need to hear how this mic picks up this thing versus these things. Quickly, put the headphones on and put this mic into the same system, into the monitor
See here
system.
how that's going through.
Yeah, we're listening to this mic and this box.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can pull that up.
Which one's that?
Is that queue up?